Republican people in power at that time told us they had great plans for the assembly plant. They were going to tear it down and they were going to make all these jobs in construction. They were going to make all these jobs in building. They were going to bring in more businesses and shops and factory and other stuff where they could build things here. Well, 2 years and 3 weeks, you can see what they brought here. Absolutely nothing. The parking lot's grown over. The place is in disrepair. It stands as a ghostly image of promises that never came true. People that didn't really have a plan. People that talked a lot but had no absolute plan for working people like me. All I want from my representatives anywhere in this country, my Senate, Congress, governor, anybody that represents me, is to have some idea how they're going to bring jobs back to my state. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be upset. I want to be able to go home at night and know there's somebody that has a plan. Roy has a plan. The future governor of this state has a plan that will bring jobs back to the state of Georgia. That gives me some kind of confidence. It's not jobs for white-collar people. It's not jobs for blue-collar people. It's jobs for everybody.
There's an old saying in real estate, location, location, location. Well, today's real estate is jobs, jobs, jobs. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." This quote pretty much sums up why we're here today. We cannot be silent. If you do not use your voice, someone else will speak for you, and you may not like what they have to say. You need to tell everyone you know and everyone you meet. In face-to-face conversations, by email, by Facebook, by Twitter, by standing on the street corner, you need to tell them these 3 things. I support Roy Barnes' jobs plan for Georgia. I support putting Georgia to work. And vote for Roy Barnes on November 2nd and cast a vote for jobs in Georgia. Now, I could give you a bunch of facts and figures and statistics, but I'm guessing that you're like me and all you need to know is unemployment in Georgia is 10%. That's double what it was when Roy Barnes was governor. I'm no economist. I read their jargon like inflation, deflation, stabilization, and it just gives me a headache. But let me tell you what I do know. I know that when Roy Barnes was governor, my business was growing, and I was hiring people. And the people I do business with, printers, production houses, technicians, they were busy, and they were hiring people. Georgia was 4th in the nation in job creation. Did you hear me? 4th in the nation. Roy Barnes created 235,000 jobs. Governor Barnes has done it before. He'll do it again. His first priority is jobs. There is no other candidate who has been as dedicated to or as motivated by the working women and men as Governor Barnes. Roy Barnes means business, and business means jobs. And when Roy wins, you win.
As I stand here this morning with this plant behind me, I'm appalled to think of the thousands of employees that lost their jobs and are still waiting for good jobs to come to Georgia. Barnes has a proven track record of being honest, transparent, and a friend to the working family. Do not believe the rhetoric. Do not believe the commercials. The commercials say that unemployment was at its lowest during Roy Barnes' tenure. That is incorrect. Unemployment is at its highest now. We are at 10% of unemployment. Congressman Deal has shown that he is not a friend to the working family. He is quite opposite. He's unwilling to show his records. He has questionable ethics, and he's more comfortable with the business community than the working man. We need smart government to work together with businesses, not only to attract new business, but to also work to retain our work right here in Atlanta and throughout the state. Barnes has a plan to bring jobs to Georgia now. His plan is to create employment in all sectors of the workforce. Barnes' job plan outlines creation of construction jobs, manufacturing jobs, service jobs, agricultural jobs, trade jobs, technical jobs, and green jobs.
We need people to vote for Roy Barnes because we can make the change necessary to create the jobs that this state needs. November the 2nd is a very important election day. We want to celebrate on November the 3rd. We do not want to be looking at more closed plants in the state. This is not what we're here for this morning. We're encouraging all of our citizens to go to the polls, vote early if possible, but certainly to vote and to vote for Roy Barnes. We thank the press for covering this event this morning because this is a very important election for the future of our state. Thank you.